The smoke machine is rolling, and the Miami Hurricanes making their customary grand entrance onto the field. Today, a couple of teams getting set to square off in an ACC battle. As we'll see, the California Golden Bears taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Hurricanes will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Out of the gun to give to the back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference game.
There he goes! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Working well behind the sticks on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Got the first down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Bears are marching down the field. Might as well give it to him again.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1, was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow, he is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. The Golden Bears had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice job by the defense, understanding first and goal. What do most people do on first and goal? They're going to try to run the football in. The defense says, nah, bro, not in my house. Nice job getting in the backfield, getting the stop.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Splits the uprights. Good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
I know one thing this head coach does every week is he challenges his guys to start fast. And it's so important today, playing on the road in this kind of environment. You saw a nice drive. They didn't get the touchdown they would have loved, but still, kicking that field goal and taking this early lead, that's a statement for the visiting team.
So Miami's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse
breaks into the open. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. New set of downs after the completion. Behind the line, it's Gilbert. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Anderson wants to throw. Got him downfield. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This defense might be reeling after those last 2 and now facing first and goal. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, when you get inside the 3, I think your tendency is to run the football, run the football, run the football. The offense, try to change it up a little bit, maybe try to throw it. I don't like it, and obviously it didn't work, but at least you got a few more downs here to try to make up for it.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score.
Number 10 on field goal.
That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Well, so much for the idea of tying the game with a short field goal attempt. It's 4th down, and they'll go for it. Anderson will throw. They got him. It's a sack. Took a chance to try to score the touchdown, and now get nothing. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Caught in the backfield. It's Samuel. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Wow, 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Tomlinson. Got a man, it's Samuel. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option of working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this...
Oh, what a move to get room! Out of bounds at the 43-yard line after the huge pickup.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He'll try it again. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
A nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. 1st and goal. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've moved it forward to the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hurricane. They'll try to add another to their lead.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking out front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 7-3. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Now on first down from the 28. Anderson wants to throw. Got a man. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Touchdown, King! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Bowling Green is currently trailing. One, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 2 to Toledo. Any big developments here in the MAC, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Tomlinson. Throws to the tight end. On target over the middle. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
And they're able to get him down.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away.
A shot toward the end zone. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, this matchup on that field there in Coral Gables, sign me up for another half. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on third down that this running back's going to get it again. Got it on first, had a nice carry, got it on second. Now he set him up in third and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. These guys really need to get something going on this drive. They are still well within striking distance, but they have very little to show for their possession so far.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. Hand off from the gun. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And the Golden Bears really need to keep this drive alive on third down. To the air, it's Tomlinson. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter.
Returner runs out of bounds.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
They'll run play action. Quick strike complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And what good defense to be sound, to be disciplined. Listen, they don't throw to the fullback often, but they were ready for it, kept their eyes on their keys, went and played it, tackled the fullback for a loss.
With the catch, it's Hodges. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Looking to fire. Setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Third down coming up after that completion. Henderson will throw. He'll off one deep down the left side. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Hurricanes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. From the gun, the ground game. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Turning it on! They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, the good news is you got the first down running it there on 2nd and short, but the bad news is you're down by quite a bit here in the 4th quarter, and 2, 3, 4-yard gains aren't going to get it done. You've got to start chucking this thing vertically to get back in the game. Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, look, this quarterback has struggled a little bit in this game with interceptions. Maybe he was being too greedy early on. That time made a real good decision. I'll tell you what, that's a nice catch by the running back, because that ball's in the air a long time. You're throwing it all the way out to the flat like that. You look like a receiver making that catch and getting extra yards.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down, we're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. To the air. It's Tomlinson. Here's the pressure. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Stopped right at the 40-yard line, and this defense celebrating the turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes a stop.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is a...
There he goes! They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Going to run it. It's Richard. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the ref. And now the lead is extended a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM was able to walk off the field there in Monroe with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. It'll be 3rd and long. Throws for the tight end. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there.
After that incompletion, 4th and long now on your own side of the field, you're trailing in the 4th quarter. What's your go-to play call here in the passing game? Where is the matchup that you trust in to come up with a big one to give yourself a chance to stay alive and win this game?
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.